What's up, Pepper Pack family? It is me, the Dr. Pepper teacher, and as always, my co host. My co host is not here right now, but he should be back later tonight. But it is the 17th, and that means it's halfway between our episode on the 10th and the 23rd. So we just like to give you a little spice, throw out a diet Dr. Pepper episode for you, where we can just chat with you. So if you're out there watching this and it's Sunday evening and you don't have school or work tomorrow because it's Martin Luther King Day, then jump on here and come chat with us. Throw some comments out there. Let's talk about Dr. Pepper, football, other things. I don't know what other things people want to talk about. But as you know, I've told you already, I'm drinking 1 can of Dr. Pepper a day. That's my goal this year. And I'll tell you what, I don't like it. It was a dumb idea. Like day 15, I was like, no, it was even before day 15. I was like, I immediately regret this decision. It'd be nice to drink more than 1 can of Dr. Pepper a day. And so I'm glad that I made the agreement with Josh that when we are recording, whether it's a diet episode or a live episode, that I can drink as much Dr. Pepper as I want. So I'm going to crack this open. I'm not waiting for Josh. And we'll just tell him that I waited for him later. So let's have fun with this. Such a beautiful sound. My ears are so attuned to that noise that I could be walking through a mall. Well, you can't walk through malls anymore, but you just are walking somewhere and you hear a can crack open, and I just see this flashback of all these different cans that I've opened, and I'm just like, it's so beautiful. So if you're out there, give me some comments. Let me know you're there. I want to chat with people because it's fun. I'm chilling in my little Dr. Pepper room. I got Dr. Pepper stuff everywhere in this room. I gotta organize and clean it up, but that's gonna take a while. So let me do some things real fast. See where my Pepper Pack friends are. So normally this is fun because Josh is just there and he makes fun of me. Oh, I see Richard. Richard, Dario, what's up? I can't share your comments for everyone to see. So if you comment a question, I'll read it. Josh is the maestro extraordinaire person that has the access to do that. And I'm just me, so I can't do that. But hi, Richard. Hi, Dario. What's up? Dario, we may be chatting with you here in a second about some other things that are pertaining to things that we haven't talked about, but you think about, but I haven't talked about yet with you. And if you're confused, that was my goal. Richard, I'm going to give you a shout out because Richard got some nice snow, I think a week or two ago, and he was making snowmen with his kids. I was like, dude, you need to make a Dr. Pepper can snowman. And he took that challenge and he succeeded. I believe he had some help from his wife in the artistic department there, but it reminded me of those little like 8-ounce mini cans or the 6-ounce mini cans. So that was fun. Dario, I'm happy for you, but I'm still mad at you because all the Pepper Pack members who are in the Discord, they've already seen it. But friends on here that haven't seen it, Dario got this sweet new lunchbox for his collection. It's one of the new Fansville Dr. Pepper tailgating lunchboxes that looks really cool. And he's just lucky that he saw it on eBay before I did because I might have bought it before him. Or I might have run up the price. Look at that. Someone's sharing my comments. It's almost like Josh is here somewhere, but he's not. So I don't even know what today is. Today is Sunday, the 17th of January. Does anyone else feel like this is the 13th month of 2020? Feels like the 13th month of 2020 to me. But right now we don't have a Dr. Pepper shortage that I'm aware of, so that's good. Ooh. Richard, were you the one that shared the pictures in the I think that you shared them in the Discord, pictures of the zero sugar, the Dr. Pepper, and then the cream soda and stuff, the zero sugar. What's up, Cooper? Josh will be here shortly. He's taking care of some things, and then he will, he'll join me. And then Cooper, in case you're wondering, I didn't send out a school email yet this week. I'll send that out tomorrow because I was working in my church this morning and got out late and started watching football because I knew we didn't have school tomorrow. It's March. Dario, I think that's supposed to mean it's March when that thing releases, the zero sugar. Because I was telling my wife about it, and she said, "What's the difference between diet and that?" Because the diet has zero sugar and 0 calories. So I'm guessing the zero ones have just the 0 sugar, but they still have calories. I don't know. I don't worry about healthy or unhealthy. If Dr. Pepper tastes good and I drink it because it's good. It's just like that liquid. I don't even know how to describe it. I would say liquid sunshine, but that's going to be something I'll chat about in our next podcast when we interview somebody coming out on the 23rd, which I'll do a little promo right here. Check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Josh and I have been working on some things for that. Dario, if you know, you know what that means. I knew what I knew when I said it, and I knew what I meant when I said it when I heard it. If you know what I mean. And yes, Dario, I do this to my students all the time. Cooper will probably tell you it's true. Did I know my last Cooper? Yeah, usually Josh and I we get in here and we chat. Sometimes they're short podcasts, sometimes they're long. And then once we hit a certain mark, we're kind of like, hey, we got to make sure we end this with a 23. So if we're like getting ready to wrap it up like an hour 17, we're like, yeah, let's just chat for another 6 minutes. That 23 is always nice to have on there. All right. Sorry, I was reading a message. Lots of things going on. So, being the Dr. Pepper teacher I am, my students like to bring Dr. Pepper for the class, and it's a lot of fun. So this last week, I had a student who is having a birthday over the weekend, and she wanted to bring treats for the class, and I was like, yeah. And she ended up bringing Frosty Peppers. It was glorious. Got some vanilla ice cream, and I ran around and poured the 2-liter in for everybody, and we all got to have Frosty Peppers. And I think I'm slowly turning my 4th grade class into little Pepper Peck ambassadors. There might be some people that told me originally that they didn't like Dr. Pepper, and I told them they were going to fail my class. Maybe not. I don't remember what I told them. And they like to say the name of the red soda and the name of the blue soda just to spite me, because they know it gets under my skin, and I just sit there and shake my head, and I just tell them they're fired. But when they had those Frosty Peppers, they were just like, these are really, really good. And I was like, yes, they are really, really good. That's why we should have them more often. I do not have a Frosty Pepper tonight because I need to drink as much of my regular as I can while I can. How do I keep my spiky hair? Cooper's asking me how I keep my spiky hair. Well, when I worked at Dillon's and I ran a check stand, I always told people Dr. Pepper made my hair stand up. I always told people Dr. Pepper makes my hair stand up. It's 23 flavors, pure magic, a little bit of heaven in every drop makes my hair stand up. That's what I would tell. And yeah, I mean, I could take a shower, wash all the gel out of my hair, wake up in the morning, and so yep, Dr. Pepper's good for your hair. I wonder if we can make that an ad brand. Speaking of my hair, Leslie, if you're listening or you watch this later, you make these really cool stickers, and I've bought some of them. And I know you've done stuff with like the Friends episodes and stuff where you have a silhouette of people and then a little saying under it. I was thinking you need to have my spiky hair, like my head, and then just saying Dr. Pepper, make your hair stand up, hashtag or at Dr. Pepper Teacher. You can make a sticker of me.
Okay, but I have an issue here. How does that apply to me?
You know, I was hoping you were going to ask that.
By the way,
I was hoping you were going to ask that. So here's what happened, Josh. You just drank it too fast that your hair jumped out of your head.
No, that's wrong. What happened was my hair migrated south to my chin.
Oh, I got that issue too. Well, actually, it's a gift. I want to say it's an issue.
To everybody else watching.
Oh wait, so
how's
Josh,
it going?
Cheers. I'm sorry, I didn't wait for you. And by I'm sorry, I'm not sorry.
You know what? I don't hold it against you. Mm-hmm. What's happening? So I apologize for my tardiness. My little boy called, and so he takes priority. So it was one of those surprise calls. Didn't expect it, and I was going to talk to him for a minute.
Yeah, that's all good. Oh, I was just sitting here talking. Cooper was chatting with me. Dario's out here.
Richard's here. I saw Cooper chatting. Hi, Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
Dario, Richard, all the peeps.
Yep.
Let's see here.
Hold on just a second. I'm sending you something.
But I don't want it. I don't want to go to work tomorrow.
I don't have to. Or yeah, Martin Luther King Day off. King Jr. Day, make sense. So we teach about the whole Renaissance and everything in our history curriculum at our school. Mm-hmm. And Martin Luther is something we learn about. And so I'm always talking about it. And when we say, yeah, we have Martin Luther King Day, King Jr. Day off, everyone's like, they celebrate that here in America? Confused us a little bit. And then we had to go into the whole civil rights conversation.
Oh. Peeps.
But
that's right. I say peeps. I am cool like that.
But are you talking about peeps as in people or peeps as in the little squishy sponge sugars at Easter?
Oh, definitely peeps as in people.
Now, have you had the pancake and syrup peeps as the squishy things?
No, that sounds absolutely disgusting.
You would think so. But one of my friends I teach with at my school, who is from Texas, he's actually given me several items in my Dr. Pepper collection. He does these taste of videos on YouTube. So he's got some videos, taste of Kevin and Stanley, if you're on YouTube, and they do all these different things. They'll sample chips, ice cream, candies, M&Ms, whatever. Well, one year they did as many different peeps as they could get. And then they did them like they warmed them up in the microwave. And he said in this video that if you would warm it up for like 10 seconds and put some like syrup on it, tasted just like pancakes. They were so good. I don't know. I didn't attempt to eat them, but he was the gentleman that helped me we did a taste of video. It's on his YouTube channel where he came over and sampled the birthday cake with me. The birthday cake, icing on the cake, Dr. Pepper, vanilla float, regular Dr. Pepper, and all those different flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry about that one.
That just no. I don't know. Maybe it's something with the texture of peeps that I don't like. But what I do really like and I was thinking about this today. Fake. No. I know. I know the story. I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But what is really good? Little Smokies made in the air fryer, followed by Dr. Pepper.
Now, my mother-in-law, we went to I think it was like a Christmas or Thanksgiving thing, and she has a twin, and her twin does these things where she takes Little Smokies, wraps them in bacon,
Yeah,
and
I
just
do that too.
puts the brown sugar all over them. Now,
So
those, if we eat like a Dr. Pepper like marinate in the Little Smokies first.
yeah, you could do that. I don't know. I'm kind of weird. I don't like the sugar on mine. I will wrap them in bacon.
I mean, because what bacon is so good. I love bacon.
Is amazing.
You want to know something crazy?
Oh, Cooper. Okay, so Cooper, here's what you need to do. You need to tell your parents one of these days they need to get Little Smokies and bacon and toothpicks. Those are the three things. Toothpicks are important. They wrap the bacon, and you can actually do 3 Little Smokies with 1 strip of bacon. I've got it down to an art. So you wrap it in the bacon.
I'm smelling a new Dr. Pepper video.
So you then stick the Little Smoky or the toothpick through the Little Smoky, and then you either bake them in the oven, or if your parents happen to have an air fryer, you can actually do it in the air fryer, and it's super easy to do. 400 degrees, and with the bacon, you want to do that for about 10 minutes. Rotate them, and then another 10 minutes, and they'll be perfect. So
perfect. So actually, should we do
followed by
12 minutes, rotate them, and then 11 minutes, so that way they cook for 23?
You run the risk of them being...
What if you lower the temperature?
Okay, so 12 minutes on one side, 11 on the other at 3. I mean, you could also go 375.
Yeah.
I will, probably. You know what? Here's what I will do. I will test it out, and then I will report back on the next diet episode on the 1st.
Speaking of, and I just thought this. I believe we put out a challenge or a question to our listeners and our followers.
Oh, yes. Do we need to see the results?
I almost forgot about that until you said our next diet episode. And I might have looked at where we are staged at in this event and started working on some things.
Okay, so let me bring that up here. So let's go over to our wonderful Twitter page.
And let me just say, the Lord has not blessed me with any musical gifts and abilities, so when the words don't match, it's going to be fun. But just go with it.
Well, you know what? We do what we can. All right, so...
and we can.
You know, we had this first start off this awesome picture. Shout out to Richard Parsons.
Who rocking our sweet Pepper Pack podcast shirt.
Right? And he wasn't our last guest. That was Josh. My bad.
But he had... what did he... We were talking to him.
He had
we put him backstage, and then when we pulled him back up to talk so we could see him, he had on the shirt and the mask, right?
I know. Yeah, it was awesome. But here's what you're referring to. So what song the fans would want you to sing a parody of? And with 35.3% of the votes, it is Oops, I Did It Again.
Or what we might call Oops, I Drank It Again.
Oh. See, now
or
this...
Oops, I Did It Again. I drank your Dr. Pepper.
This is true democracy right here. This is a fair voting system.
As long as we only have one account per person. But yes.
I mean, I could have, but...
Cooper, you can't change yours.
Yep, no, this is deadlocked. I mean, I think I had this end. When did I have that end?
I have no idea.
It was a hot minute ago. But either way, Oops, I Did It Again. That is the winner. And then we'll make sure to put out the next poll around the next Diet episode. So on the 1st,
And we
that'll
might
be the
just
next
have
one.
a fifth option of please don't make me listen to Zach sing again.
Oh no, no.
No,
No,
this will be fun. I enjoy this. I was, like I said, I printed out the lyrics to that song because I saw that it was leading, and I started working on writing stuff. And my wife said, "Oh, I know that song." Starts singing and gets a little attitude and everything. And I'm not gonna lie, I had to pull it up on YouTube just to hear it because I know the chorus. I hear that chorus all the time when I was in high school, but I didn't know like the verses. And I'm like, how does the wording flow? And I want to make it somewhat sound. And so as I was putting lyrics together, she's like, "That's dumb. Don't do that." I was like, I don't care. She's like, it doesn't make any sense. It's like it doesn't have to. It's just gonna be fun.
That's funny. Yeah, I'm excited to see what you do. I mean, you say the Lord has not blessed you with the gift of musical gab.
So when I say that, I mean like the sound coming out of my mouth. And as far as instruments, I don't have gifts there, but I can put words together and make it fun.
Oh well, that's good. I'm glad you can because I can't even do that. Well, no, that's not true. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll just leave it at that. Moving along now.
Moving right along. Hold on.
Moving along.
Uno más.
Oh, you finished one.
Actually, I forgot it's been sitting there. And then I was like, wait a minute, this is my chance to drink Dr. Pepper. I better hurry up.
Oh, you finished one, huh?
Mm-hmm. Now, I was wanting to do, I don't know where you're at on this, but I'm supporting the Chiefs. I'm out here in Kansas. I know the Chiefs are in Missouri, but whatever. It's Kansas City, Missouri. But I was wanting to do like every time we score a touchdown, open a can. Like if we ever did a live watch party where you and I were watching the game together or something, and we could interact with people, talk about the game, talk about Dr. Pepper, whatever. And then we could do like little challenges every time there's an interception thrown. You have to drink for so long. Do the little shots of Dr. Pepper. I'm not going to mix my beverage.
I don't know because my team season has gone to garbage. So
well, I know that's why we could watch the Chiefs. Which
why?
I don't know, man.
Why?
Did you?
Why are you asking a lifelong Broncos fan to watch a Chiefs game? The only time I watch the Chiefs is when they're either in the Super Bowl or they're playing the Broncos.
Because the enemy of your enemy is your friend.
I don't consider the Raiders my friends.
Well, I know, but
no. So in all reality,
yeah, that didn't work. I thought that.
Yeah, I know you kind of mess that one up. So when it comes to the AFC West, Kansas City has a very solid team. As I'm
breaking out your ring. I see that.
Yep. Where's my other one? I got a bunch of the replica Super Bowl rings. This one was like the prototype one before the design for the Broncos one was actually released. It's somewhere, but yeah. So I like sporting that around every now and then. It's fun.
Yeah,
I bought a bunch from a Chinese website. It was good times. But so back to what I was saying. The AFC West, Kansas City is completely dominating that, and then unfortunately Oakland. But let me look at the AFC West.
So yeah, well, while you do that, we were playing the Browns today, and Mahomes got injured. He injured his toe in the first half, and then suffered a concussion or some sort of hit. I think late in the third, or maybe early in the fourth. Excuse me. And so they pulled him out, and they had the backup in, and the Browns were down, I think, like 5 points, and there's like less than 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs had a third and like 14, and we had just been running the ball. So quarterback had just taken a sack on second down, which made it 3rd and 14. It was either 3rd and 14 or 3rd and 24. I know it was one of the 4 numbers there. And he scrambled and dove forward. I think he made a first down, but they reviewed it and said he was down like a half a yard short. and they ended up going for it on fourth down, got the first down, and were able to run the clock out. But yeah, so
Yeah.
Mahomes had a concussion, and it was a pretty intense game. So I would like to see Mahomes win it again, go back to back. Because
Yeah.
here's what I think would be funny. They always talk about the GOAT in sports, the greatest of all time, and they say Brady's the GOAT because he's won so many Super Bowls. But I believe he's only gone back to back. He's never three-peated, right?
Correct. I don't think.
I know he's won more than three, but he's never three-peated.
Wait, let me look here. Has any?
Because my thought was, I would love to see Mahomes three-peat, because then we can call him the priest, because the priest always sacrifices the goat.
Yeah.
Oh, I know it's cheesy, but
Yeah, slightly. Okay, where is? Hold on.
yeah, slightly.
Slightly. I'm just kind of like, yeah. So the Green Bay Packers were the only one. Okay, so clarification. So the only three-peat to take place happened before the NFL AFL merger.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that being said, it was the Packers who.
Now, did they have the same starting quarterback though? That's my question. Did they have the same quarterback for all
I
three?
mean, it was back in the '60s, so
Because I was wondering if there's a quarterback that's three-peated.
look.
Because with this in mind, with Dr. Pepper and their Fansville series, we've got 2 seasons now. We could three-peat with Fansville and have a three-peat champion.
I'll hoist that trophy.
Mm-hmm. I want one of those trophies so bad.
It would be amazing. I'm not gonna lie.
Have them bring one of those statues, put it in my house.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Okay, so there's been no team within the Super Bowl era. So from the merger on, that has completed a three-peat. There have been only 2 teams. Let's see, only 2 teams have been to more than 2 consecutive Super Bowls, which we know is the they who shall not be named Pats. Trying to think.
Didn't the Broncos go
Yeah,
back in like the
Broncos
90s?
went back to back. Yeah, they won Super Bowl
I
32 and 33.
And then also I think the Packers I remember Brett Favre when I was growing up. It was either the Packers or the Vikings. They were always up in that Super Bowl area a lot.
Let's look here. So Super Bowl. Yeah, you guys didn't expect on having this be a football night, did you?
Oh man, I'll tell you, I enjoy watching football, but when it comes down to it, soccer's my deal. I was definitely watching Manchester United this morning.
Pittsburgh has done back to back a couple of times.
Oh yeah, I feel like that was before I was born, though.
Well, yeah, it was 1975.
Yeah.
And then so 75, 76, they went back to back. 79 and 80, they went back to back.
So if they would have won 77, they would have won 5 in a row, right? 75, 76. They missed 77, then they won 78 and 79.
No. So they missed 77. That was Super Bowl 11. Super Bowl 12, that was Dallas and Denver.
Okay.
And Dallas just spanked us. And then, Pittsburgh went back to back again. And then the next back to back was not.
So they doubled, then they had 2 years off.
Yeah. So then the next time there was any sort of back to back was San Francisco, and that was in 89 and 90 with Joe Montana.
Dario's asking about the Niners.
Oh yeah. That's when I said San Francisco. Yes, they went back to back. And honestly, it's because of Joe Montana.
Mhm.
And then
What
Dallas.
movie is it? What movie
Uh,
is it where they're talking about Joe Montana, but he always says Joe Montana?
I have no
Oh,
idea.
it's not. It's not a. Oh, what is the movie? Eat your food, Tina. Oh, Napoleon Dynamite. It's not that. Like,
Oh,
it's not Uncle Kid talking about, or
hey
Uncle Rico, or
Tina,
whatever his name is.
come get your dinner.
Eat your food,
Eat the food. Um,
Joe
so
Montana.
okay, so Dallas won back to back in 93, 94, and then Denver
Hmm.
was 98, 99. Those were great years for football.
Hmm.
And then New England was 04, 05, and they haven't gone back to back. We haven't had any back to backs since then.
Hmm.
So
Well, this sounds like a good time.
honestly,
Let me ask you a new question and change our direction. Uh, Netflix. Been watching with the wife. We've started watching the Cobra Kai series. Have you seen that?
I tried to get into it, but
How
then
many
again,
episodes did you get into?
barely the first.
Okay.
Reason being, I'm not a big fan of the Karate Kid. I couldn't get into it,
Hmm.
so kind of hard for me
Yeah.
to get into a series based off of a movie that I'm not really a big fan of.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling the burp right now. No, I totally understand. I don't remember the original three that well. Like I have the classic scenes I can remember, but I don't remember that much of it.
Yeah.
But we're on I think episode 6 or 7 of
Mhm.
season one. And it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. It's a little bit predictable, but I
Yeah.
mean, what is it nowadays?
Right. Um, no, I need to sit down. I need to watch. Excuse me. I need to watch WandaVision. I still
Mm,
haven't watched that yet.
yeah.
So if you guys have watched it, don't say anything. Don't spoil it. Don't want to know.
Now my question is that's basically a prequel to Endgame or Infinity Wars, because well,
I
I guess he comes back and well, does
so
Vision come
it's
back
kind
after
of
the snap? Because they
no,
still because they still had his Infinity Stone in the glove, so they didn't bring everybody back. So that would have to be pre Infinity
pre
Wars.
pre blip. Um, well, no, because it was the snap, and then
He didn't
Thanos
die in the
comes.
snap. That's why, because
No,
the snap undid the snap.
well, no. So let's back up a sec. So there's the snap, the first one,
Hmm.
and then that's when Thanos goes to his area. That's
Yeah,
when Thor just
yeah.
just totally takes him out. And then it's like 5 years later, that's when they're kind of getting back into stuff. But the Thanos from the past comes to the future, and that
So
I'm gonna just have to watch it again. This is what
I
I
know
get for
what you're
being a
saying. So
DC
I know
fan.
what you're saying. So there's the original snap when Thanos first wipes out half the population, and
Yes.
then he teleports to his little planet where he's at, right?
Yeah.
And then Thor kills him.
Hmm.
He's angry because he's destroyed the Infinity Gloves. I saw that. Or Infinity Gauntlet and the Infinity Stones, and he messed up his arm.
Yeah.
And so then they do the time travel, and then they Stark creates his own Infinity Gauntlet and undoes the snap, and he brings back the people that were killed by Thanos before, right? Because that's
Hmm.
where Spidey and everybody come back in at the big final end scene,
Yeah.
where all the little wizards are doing their circles and they're coming through it all.
Yeah.
So my thought is, I don't remember seeing Vision. I mean, he might have. Did he come back in that
He
big
was he
scene?
was there.
So I'm
No.
wondering, like, he's he's done then in the MCU because that was their chance to bring him back. Because then it would have brought him back with an Infinity Stone, and then there would have been two of those
Yeah,
Infinity
that's true.
Stones.
So maybe it is a prequel. I
Well,
don't know.
I guess, no, because I don't know, because he could live without the Infinity Stone. I thought they were working on taking it out of him, in Wakanda before he went out and fight and got killed. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Again, this is what I get for knowing more about DC than Marvel.
And I know more about Marvel just because I watch movies.
I know more
Now,
about DC because I read the books.
Speaking about DC, have you seen the new Wonder Woman? I've heard. I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard it was not as didn't live up to expectations. I'll say it that way.
So, how's the best way to put this?
Have you ever put a bag of feces on someone's door and let it on fire, ring the doorbell, and run away?
No,
Not that bad.
I would say if you're drinking the Mr. Downgrade,
Mhm.
that's the best way to describe it.
Mhm.
But if you're really interested in wanting to know my thoughts on Wonder Woman 1984, boom.
It's almost like you did a review.
I did. Yes, I did with Undercover Capes, the other podcast network the podcast network I'm with. But yes, we did do a special. Now, if you notice the date, so it was released December 25th. We got that review out that very next day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it was, and there's even the video. I mean, okay. So
I was gonna say
I'm going to toot my own horn for a second because I am really, really proud of this intro. So I'm going to share it with you, and I'm going to hit my keyboard apparently because potatoes.
That's what we do.
Yes, that is what we do.
Are they fried or baked?
Oh, it's always going to be fried, dude. Come on.
I hope so. Although I do enjoy a good baked potato with that butter on the outside covered in salt.
Like, how cool is that?
It's shocking.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. I mean, part of me is like, we could just watch this, but welcome everyone to that's kind of an awkward moment. So
I feel like you're seeing double, huh?
Yeah. Double the Joshes, double the empty cans. I mean, what are you so excited that this is now going to be your third?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm
glad we made this deal. We might need to start doing
no
vanilla
episodes. I know what you're going for. No, Zach.
I do need to ask though, if I were to host Pepper Pack people over at my house, because I know there's Danny is up here in Wichita area, Nimrod, Sammy. There was
sounds
another
like you're
Zach.
Just trying to come up with ways to drink more.
Yes, I am. If I'm with another Pepper Pack ambassador, I feel like I am allowed to drink more dog.
No, that is not helping you in your goal.
Yeah, it is because I'm still not drinking as much as I used to.
And we, as a collective group, myself, our wonderful viewers and fans, all agreed that the only time that you're allowed to drink more than one serving is during the diet episode,
or our regular episodes that we do,
or the regular episodes. Aside from that, no. And for those of you watching, if you agree with me, let me know in the comments, because Zach, love you to death and all, but you're trying to cheat your way to drinking.
Don't say that word. You said the T word.
Oh, sorry. You're actively attempting to cheat out of your goal.
No, I am finding ways to work the rules that you have helped me establish.
Yeah, that's called justifying.
Yeah, that's why I'm checking with you. I haven't done these things yet.
You're justifying the addiction.
You should say genderfying. Hi, I'm a Dr. Pepper fan now.
Justifying the addiction.
Commitment.
You, my friend, yes, you're overly committed to drinking, consuming that wonderful blend of 23 flavors.
Mm-hmm.
However, you said on this very show,
Mm-hmm.
on January 1st,
Stop, don't remind me.
2021, would you like me to bring up the clip?
Mm-mm.
I can.
No, because I remember you were thoroughly shocked, and then I'd have to see your speechless face again.
Okay, so what was funnier, my speechless face,
Or my
or me
sad face.
about, or me about spitting my Dr. Pepper all over from the last episode?
I think, who did we talk to last episode? Like they all just blend together now.
Josh Phillips.
Oh yes. Oh, I don't remember what he said, but we about both lost it.
I do, because okay. So for those of you who haven't watched,
I just remembered it was about cousins, right?
So Josh
Wasn't
had
it about
made
cousins?
the comment. Yeah, so I'm gonna tell the story. Come on, chillax.
I know, but I got excited.
Hey, drink your Dr. Pepper and shh. Sounds like a can opening. So Josh had made the comment that if you drive through Athens, Georgia slow enough, they'll throw a degree into your car, a diploma into your car. And I had made the comment and the joke about, well, the most degrees that are given out in Provo, Utah are MRS degrees for people who get married here, because it's crazy. And that's when Josh said, oh, well, to get married in Georgia, you just have to go to a family reunion. And I just
Yep, I
lost it. Yeah, that, okay, so there's two moments from this show that I laugh about every single time. There's that one. And there's the episode with Michael Michelli.
Mm-hmm.
When you, excuse me, tried to tell me.
Gross?
No.
That was funny too, though.
So the one from that episode, and it's actually in the
your intro video.
It's in the original intro video. No, it is in the intro video, where we were talking about Star Wars, and I had mentioned that I believe that the Sith only drink Dr. Pepper, and you said, but there has to be balance, and so what if the ice is the light side to balance it? And my exact words were, "You shut your whore mouth."
Family show.
You're like, no, it's a family show. Family show.
Consistency.
Those are my two favorite moments so far from this podcast. And I couldn't be happier.
Although I think our actual favorite moment was when we unpacked those personalized bottles that Dr. Pepper sent us.
Oh, yes.
Oh, sorry. That got me thinking about other personalized stuff. I've come up with the new Dr. Pepper tattoo that I want to get. And so, Connor, I may need your design abilities. So I like to give blood. I'm at, I think, 7.25 gallons right now that I've donated.
Mm-hmm.
They really like my left arm. My right arm, I got some veins or some tendons here that make it hard for them to get my vein. So I got this little spot right here where it always. I was like, I need a tattoo that just perfectly lines up where that vein is, so you guys always know this is where you're gonna hit. I was like, if I had
Dr. Pepper line right here.
Well, no, I want to do almost like the quarter sleeve or whatever, but do the top half of a glass bottle of Dr. Pepper, and then have the little bendy straw coming out of the top, and then the angle going right to where that spot is that they hit, so they can just follow the line of the vein. So right here would be a straw. And then,
what if, crazy idea, okay, you actually went from the shoulder, okay? So you have the bottle here,
and
then it goes down, and then boop.
So, but the bottle would be hanging upside down, though. That was the thing.
I think if you did the bottle right side up, it would look better.
But if the bottle wouldn't, the whole point was so the
yeah.
straw would have to. That's why I was having the straw here.
I got it. I see what you're throwing down. I meant when
And
you
I'll send
understood.
you a picture of the bottle that I'm looking at. Excuse me.
Well, I think what you should do is send it to work with Connor and see what Connor can come up with, because Connor is a genius. Yes, speaking of tattoos, I got my newest one and I love it. Good old tattoos. I love them. Oh, it's been a long day. What I still need to make is the Dr. Pepper magic cards.
Yes.
I need to make those.
I know. I want some for my collection. And then I can say, "Ha, Dario, look what I got." Sorry, Dario. But no.
What
So,
if I
Josh,
someone this Dario autographed?
Well, you could, but that would be mean. So, Josh, I'm going to send you a link in the comments, and you can maybe share this picture.
In the comments or in our little special?
Our private chat. Our Samsung. So this is kind of like that. What I was thinking of, something like that.
Okay.
Like that bottle coming up, like pointing up my forearm here. And so the top of the bottle will be here. And then I could get the straw to angle out just at the right angle. And then I could do some sort of just blend right here where it blends in with my wrist. I don't know.
I feel like that would be something more talk to the artist on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, explain the idea to them and then see what they come up with.
Or Dr. Pepper, if you want to
kind of. If you want to chime in,
yeah.
I'm trying to
if you got some people that can do something, I know Rob the Original. He does some tattoos, and he's the one that did my haircut. We could get him involved in this.
So
and then you can have Josh and I both meet in Texas, and we can get tattoos together.
Just make that a diet episode.
Like in August or no, May.
That would just be a special. So what I was thinking for my next one, because the biggest thing with my wife and I is penguins. Big thing we have, you know.
Like the Batman villain or the fuzzy?
No, an actual one. So, what I want to do is get a penguin tattooed on my shoulder, kind of going down to about where the sleeve is. And in one hand, he'll be holding a microphone. In the other, well, I guess the other fin, excuse me, he'd be holding a Canada Dr. Pepper.
Scared your penguin had a hand for a minute.
So in one fin, holding the microphone, the podcast microphone, the other, a Dr. Pepper, and he'd have headphones on. I think that would be great.
What if he had, had that football helmet with the cans on the side? What if he had headphones that held the cans so he could be like holding the microphone and like really getting into it?
I'd have to go on that one.
Yeah. I just like throwing ideas out there.
I know.
That one hit the wall and bounced off. It didn't stick.
Oh, yeah, it definitely bounced.
And then it thudded on the ground.
Right. But yeah, so that's kind of the idea that I have. I gotta wait for a bit because unfortunately tattoos are they are not cheap.
Nope. Wee. Have you ever seen Kung Pao?
No.
Oh, one of the dumbest kung fu comedy movies there is, but there's so many just parts in that just make me laugh so much. There's a lady on there that's how she cries whenever something goes wrong. She just goes, "Oh wee, oh wee, oh wee, oh wee, oh wee." It's obnoxious.
Is that what you were doing inside when I told you no? I said no, you could not invite Pepper Pack members over to justify drinking more than one.
Oh wee, oh wee, oh wee, oh wee, oh wee.
Oh man.
Funny moment number 3 when Zach cried
Right?
on TV. No.
No. Funny moment number 3 is your 12 Days of Christmas. So that one.
Yep. Hey, but I think if we could get Dr. Pepper to take that and just go with it, they can make it a lot better. That was.
Yeah, but with it coming from
And
you,
I'm a little disappointed. I'm going to call you out, listeners. I was hoping that someone would submit a video where they made up their own 12 Days of Christmas. And to my knowledge, we never had any submissions. And speaking of that, Josh, I know we're both busy, but have we made any progress on our future Pepper Pack hopefuls? Oh, we can call
I've
them
made
our
some.
potential Pepper Packers. That's what we could do it. Hashtag potential Pepper Packers.
No,
Or prospective peppers.
Say this 10 times fast. Oh my gosh, potatoes. Blah, 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 blah,
Hash
blah.
browns.
Perspective Pepper Pack.
Perspective Pepper Pack. Perspective Pepper Pack. Perspective
No,
Pepper Pack.
you just said protective, not perspective.
Perspective Pepper Pack. Perspective Pepper Pack. Perspective Pepper Pack. Perspective Pepper Pack.
The way you were saying that, it sounded like the song Duel of the Fates from Star Wars Episode 1.
Yes, sir. Perspective Pepper Pack. Perspective Pepper Pack. Dude, we can make it like a battle royale where they fight each other to get on the episode. I guess we go perspective Pepper Pack. Perspective Pepper Pack.
If you want to be on the show,
You gotta chop off someone's leg. Just kidding. We don't have insurance for that.
Oh man, that would be. Would I want to do it that way, or would I want to use magic? I think I'd want to go magic though, because I'm. I don't know. I don't know. As you can tell, I'm like really tired.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's getting about that time,
Mhm.
but I do enjoy these little
bedtime.
episodes where we could just chat.
They are
some
fun.
listeners
Yeah.
out there.
Exactly. Well, Zach, it is always a pleasure.
Josh, it was fun.
It was, and we've got
Dario. It got 23 shades darker. Oh, wait, you're that way.
All him. It was him. He said cutting off the legs. I said something like playing magic.
Like, you've obviously seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
'Tis a flesh wound.
Yeah, I could just see knights running around with their legs chopped off. It's a flesh wound. I want in the Pepper Pack. Get back here. I'm going to bite you.
That would be quite. I don't know. I'd have to fart around with that sort of ideas.
You'd have to fart.
Yeah, I'd have to fart around with that. Yeah. Quiet, you man. Can't take you anywhere. Oh,
that's why I just stay home.
So, well, Zach, I think
Josh,
that's our cue to start wrapping it up.
I gotta drink.
And well, how about this? I'll do my normal outro stuff while you enjoy it. How's that?
Wait, no, I want to talk too, though.
You want to talk to?
I like to talk to people. Hi, people.
Hi, people. Well, I think the important thing is, first and foremost, we want to thank everyone who has up to this point sponsored episodes of the Pepper Pack podcast. It has honestly been a huge help and a blessing. So we definitely appreciate each and every one of you. Exactly the lengths you'd go through to join the Pepper Pack.
And if we have the lightsaber ward, they would get cut shorter.
If you would like to sponsor an episode of this chaos called the Pepper Pack podcast, we've got it's an easy way to do it. And as always, Zach over here put together a wonderful video on how to do that. So
I would love to teach you how you could sponsor a Pepper Pack episode. So watch that video.
Exactly. And the biggest thing is if you also want to give a shout out to anyone as part of that, make sure to let us know. And we're more than happy to do that. So, and then, of course, as always, if you also want to get your hands on the official Pepper Pack podcast merch, head over to redbubble.com. As we've had other Pepper Pack members say, whether it's on the show or on their social media, it's very comfortable, high quality, and it honestly, it really does help the show. And why not show off the coolest podcast on the planet?
I mean, we can show you again, Josh. You want to show them again the quality of Richard's shirt from your tweet?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, or we could give you the 23-point PowerPoint.
Well, I'm actually putting that together. It's going to be around 23 hours.
23 hours. So if they don't,
no, wow. I'm going to finalize it. So I haven't finished it. It's just rough right now. I want to make it.
Shout out to Richard Parsons. You know,
greatest podcast ever. Also, Josh Phillips has got some, and there's been other people that have sent us pictures.
Yep.
So we love all the support. You guys are awesome.
So definitely go check that out. I know my buddy out here in Utah, Jacob, he also picked up a shirt. He was actually the first.
And again, I just love this logo that our friend Connor and fellow Pepper Pack ambassador made for us with the classic can and the old school recording microphone. It's just beautiful.
Yes. It's actually, so on the tattoo that I get, that'll be on there. I'm going to make sure that logo's on there. So, but yep, redbubble.com. And they're great. They take care of everything, shipping, printing, all of it. So definitely go check that out. And then, of course, if you like what you see, like, comment, share, all that. Or if you listen to the podcast, leave a 5-star review. So that way it also helps us get the podcast out to more and more people. The more reviews, the better the podcast will do in spreading the love of Dr. Pepper to everyone.
We want the flavors of Dr. Pepper to cover the world. Because and I say world, not just the U.S., because I know from Twitter we have some friends in Japan,
England,
China, England, over in Asia and Europe, all throughout there that listen. So if y'all are ever out there listening to us live, we would love to interact with y'all too. Yeah. I don't know how we do it, but we'd make it happen.
We'd figure it out. That excuse me.
We would just drink Dr. Pepper together.
It's true. So, but Zach,
Josh,
so it's a pleasure
as always.
And to everyone watching, have a fantastic evening.
Drink some Dr. Pepper.
Exactly. Drink some Dr. Pepper. Make sure to pay it forward because that's what this world needs. And on that note, we are out.
Bye.